So the military ruler in Niger, as on the fighter and as may hand over power back to democracy by all means. Either agree saying go hand over power. He said he's going to give power back to democracy, but not be now. He said now go plan say he won't stay there forever. Say that 3 years. Now he plan to do. After 3 years, he said he's going to hand over back to democracy. He said they go plan a way to hand over power back to democracy if it take away in the next 30 days, which is 1 month, they would have come out to the way, the process of transition, where they will take hand over power back to democracy. But for now, they will remain in status quo, the way it be like this. And he say one everybody where they say if they attack Niger, say go easy for them. Say if they come, say body go tell them. Say not go easy. The way we think, the way some people think it will be easy for anybody to invade Niger. He used the word it will not be a walk in the park. Let me read you the news. Hear this. Niger coup leaders proposes return to democracy within 3 years. CNN. Niger's military ruler, General Abdurrahman Chiani, who ousted President Mohamed Bazoum and seized power in a coup, has proposed a return to democracy within 3 years. Neither the junta nor the people of Niger want war and remain open to dialogue, General Chiani said during a televised address on Saturday evening. He said the principles of the transition will be decided within the next 30 days as part of the national dialogue hosted by the junta, and the transition itself should last no longer than 3 years. The dialogue would define national priorities and call for fundamental values to guide the rebuilding of the West African nation, he said. The junta took power in late July, seizing Bazoum, who had been elected democratically in 2021, and in a relatively peaceful transfer of power, and shutting down national institutions. Leaders from the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, have responded to the coup by enacting sanctions and issuing an ultimatum to the junta to stand down or face a potential military intervention by a regional standby force. A delegation of ECOWAS leaders met with Chiani in the capital Niamey on Saturday and visited Bazoum. Chiani said in his televised address that the junta's ambition was not to confiscate power. I also reaffirm our readiness to engage in any dialogue as long as it takes into account the orientation desired by the proud and resilient people of Niger, he said. But he warned that the junta will fight back if attacked. If an attack were to be undertaken against us, it will not be the walk in the park some people seem to think. The junta previously claimed it had gathered evidence to prosecute Bazoum for high treason. Niger lies at the heart of African Sahel region, which has seen numerous power grabs in recent years, including in Mali and Burkina Faso. It had been one of the few remaining democracies left in the region. You see, what did they give Niger mind and the military junta, what did they really give her confidence now, is that he has done his homework. He does solve the mass. ECOWAS have 15 countries. From that 15 countries, 3 not did this coup. Not they support this ECOWAS intended invasion, which is Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. They are parts of the 15 countries, making 12. Now, apart from this ECOWAS country, they get some other countries not the ECOWAS, where they support them, like Algeria. Algeria had told them that it is Algeria had told ECOWAS that military intervention had never helped the region, which clearly means that Algeria is not supporting ECOWAS. We are hearing that Algeria might be supporting them. Now, remove 15, 3 from 15, remain 12. Now they get backup from other countries in West Africa, like Algeria. I would hear say Chad and Libya, Guinea, and Guinea Conakry. They support them. So the other 12 countries where even they the ECOWAS now, how many of them are ready to go and fight? Some of their senates not they support them. That's are the 12 where remain. Oh, some of their senates not they support them. For example, Nigeria, even Ghana, and the senate not they support them. So remove those ones. How many will remain? So the people who remain won't really fight in Niger, not really plenty. Now, would they believe say Nigeria alone can just take this? My brother, they also have international backup. When did they give their hearts? Is that they also have international backup? You see, these people would have done their homework before they embarked on that coup. And if at this point in time, plus all these sanctions we don't give them, none of they think I'm saying they won't budge. We don't know when they go budge. And the funny part is that they are ready for dialogue. The dialogue must not just include them stepping down. That's what they are telling you. Now they don't agree, say they go hand over power back in 3 years. How are we sure that is really going to happen? Why they say they are going to plan the transition in the next 1 month? We could also say, okay, this is what they want to do in the next 3 years. Okay, we are waiting. But then I still strongly think that we should not let the Western world push us to start fighting ourselves. We just can't go shoot ourselves in here. Before that guy, they tell you now, say this thing not going to be working in the park the way you think. I mean, his military are trained by the Americans. And then he has some backup for God knows where. Nigerians never shop. Let me repeat. Nigerians, we never shop. Most of those countries where even the ECOWAS now say, they smart, they will push Nigeria go fight. That to never shop. Now Nigeria have the hope. When they bank on, I don't know where they Cote d'Ivoire they make. That to never bath. So basically, we keep the sanctions going. In my best opinion, we keep the sanctions going and they might budge. If they don't budge, then they will never budge. There's no need to go to Wahala. Now the fault of democracy now with this suffer. So as the few countries where they practice the democracy for the region, not even let the democracy they admirable to others. This is why the citizens of Niger are supporting the military junta. So let the other ECOWAS countries start to think of a way that will make democracy sweet, so that people will not even practice democracy. The thing will be hungry them. Say we're supposed to practice this democracy.